Hello and welcome to the IDL. My name's Nick, and this is Orcs Never Die.
Tattoos, very nice.
With me, as always, we've got Kamaka.
What's up?
Keaton.
Oh.
Duhon.
Hello.
Silver.
Hello there.
And Nue.
Oops.
Alright, so here is housekeeping time. This is going to be a little housekeeping time. So we had a lot of off-air discussion. So we're going to do a little bit of the housekeeping, I think. Number one, Nue was right. We were all a bunch of dum-dums. Nue was right. The Wand of Widening does have a spell that's supposed to be attached to it. So we think we randomly generated a spell for it, which ended up being the Pummeling Rubble Wand of Widening. So you get just wider rocks, I think, is what that means.
Azendel-based violence.
Yeah. So for that, Nue, get a
When
hero
in
point.
Belkson do as the orcs do.
Oh, okay.
And also,
and then-
also because we forgot to give a hero point last session.
And then, what else was I going to discuss? Yeah, so for buying stuff, like right now, there's just so people are aware, for buying stuff, I generally don't necessarily feel like we need to spend airtime discussing buying things. I think you guys can just buy things if you want them. But right now, I'm only going to let you guys just kind of buy things that are like level appropriate and like non-magical stuff. Just because of it being kind of out in the boonies, and people are probably holding more valuable stuff a little close guarded. I mean, though eventually you'll get magic item access. That'll happen. So you can still think on that. So like I think for instance, Conrad wanted to buy full plate, right?
Yeah.
Just go ahead and purchase the full plate. I'm not gonna make you role play buying full plate. And then...
Am I just able to sell my current armor for part of the gold back, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Gosh, there was like one other thing I literally had that I was going to discuss. But it is escaping me. So never mind, we won't. Instead, what will not escape anyone is the recap. So last time, the Dignitaries had searched the pillar, the spire of stone, to see if there was any more danger, and all they found was the nest with the leftover orcs, and an aforementioned wand, along with some flasks and oils. And then they went back. They rested the night through, and then woke up to talk to Ardax a little bit, who said, "Hey, I want to talk to you guys a little bit more tomorrow if you have time. Right now I've got a meeting to go to. How are you enjoying yourselves? Okay, bye." Gave you all some money. And then I believe Azendel went around searching for some stuff to buy. So did Ugrik. And then Yomo and Conrad helped to settle a dispute between Sub-Captain or Lieutenant Nar and Grothlin, who had gotten into an argument over a past skirmish that left some of the bloodied spears dead. And that was still kind of residual. And I think from there... Oh, and Ugrik started showing interest in tattooing as well. And the professor was 8 and be married.
I'm giving thumbs up, but I will eventually realize people can't see me.
Yeah. And usually if there's a void of
One day.
silence on air, it's because there's a thumbs up happening.
Or some other gesture that is probably inappropriate for mixed company.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get into it. I believe there was discussion about people wanting to do retraining.
Yes.
So to do that, basically the idea is that you need an instructor, and then it'll take some time to do. There's plenty of people here who could be willing to like talk to you and teach you a thing or two that you'd like to know. And there's probably plenty of time because there's still probably another week or two before the flood happens. So you'll have time to retrain as needed. And we mentioned before, there's always time to keep diplomatizing with people, getting to know more people, getting better position with people. Again, like I've probably mentioned before, if you want some more magic items, probably not a bad idea to like get in on people's good sides here, and maybe they'll be more willing to open up to you instead of hoarding their own valuables. Because if they don't have, I mean, if there's not merchants, there's probably plenty of people here who have magic items that they'd be willing to trade or sell. So you just got to get to know them better, you know? Okay. So, let me go around the horn and see what everyone wants to do for day 16. Kamaka, what is Conrad's goal for day 16?
Well, I'm gonna flavor my retraining a little bit with my, my goal of getting better acquainted with Oprak and Lieutenant Nar.
Okay.
I'm gonna approach them and be like, you spoke well at the last thing, and basically I'd like to do some sparring with you guys. We're just gonna be like, punching each other a little bit, and that'll be my way of toughening up and probably getting on his better side.
Okay, so you're training into your assurance into toughness then?
That's correct.
Okay.
While also trying to, improve my relations with them.
Yes. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am unsure. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, I was gonna say Nar accepts it. They seem very like disinterested. As the group as a whole, as you spend time with them, you kind of notice that they seem a little bit disinterested in what's happening here, but they're more than happy to liven up their time here by doing the sparring. Getting to know you a little bit more. Okay. Duhon, you were gonna say something.
So I was gonna say that I'm not sure if the guy that brought up demon blood tattoos and stuff like that, if he knows anything about tattooing, but I would bug him a little bit about it and try to find out if there's anyone in the mood that knows about tattooing so I can retrain. And I'm not sure how I can phrase my slippery prey getting taken into being tattoo artist, but I guess I just forgot about it in my hyper focus. I'm not sure.
No, I mean, yeah, it's just it's one of those things where you just don't use a skill and then you'll lose it. So it's not too weird. You don't have to do any kind of mental gymnastics to make that work. It's just you're gaining a skill and you're losing a skill from not using it. So yeah, you find Gravelier from the Lightless Flamehold. He immediately takes interest as well because you bring up the wanting to do tattooing, and he's like, well, I've been researching it a bit. They don't have exactly the things I need to do to make magic tattoos here that I've found, but I can certainly show you what I know from what I've been researching about them and the tattoo work. I've been practicing, and he pulls out a gourd, and he's been practicing tattooing on a gourd. So he'll easily spend time with you to practice tattoos and stuff like that.
Ugrik is like a child in a candy store. He's finally found someone who shares his autism about stuff randomly.
Yeah.
It's great.
Nice.
Well, I have a question though. This is gonna take a while, right? I can just switch it now.
Yeah, don't switch it now. I'll let you guys know when the train's. It's not gonna take a month to do, or anything like that. It should just take the week, but you'll be fine.
Sure.
I'll let you a little peek behind the screen. You'll be fine on top.
Okay. I would just get the formulas selected here, just so I don't have to do that at the time, and I remember stuff.
Yeah, you guys are practicing the different techniques and the tattoo styles and So that's how you're figuring out these formulas from what he knows and stuff like that. All right. What would the professor like to do?
I think the professor is going to take the morning to to write a letter.
Email.
The professor has
He's gonna
invented
check
computers and emailing.
Yeah.
The professor has invented emailing in his downtime because he's that smart. Write a letter to the Palatine Eye, the people who sent him, and just be like, this is what happens, this is the update, this is the person, and include the interaction with, I cannot remember their name, the person I taught how to make the light bulbs. Forget who that was, but they were like very anti-lich dude. And I taught them how to make modern sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kestrel.
You know who I'm talking
Or-
about. The people who are listening to
Kestrel
this
or
probably know who I'm
Davor. I
talking
don't
about.
remember exactly which one you were talking to.
What?
But,
One or the other. But yeah,
Yeah,
make a
it's
mention
one
of
or the
them and be like, I showed these people I showed this person how to make bottled sunlight because they are preparing for battle against the undead.
okay, it was probably Kestrel then. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I haven't edited that episode yet, so I don't. That's the
fine.
hard part about how long it takes me to edit these things. Is I'm like, in 4 episodes, I'll remember everything perfectly, but when you
Yeah.
need it.
Of course. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's the morning.
Okay, cool. Then how about Azendel?
Just my report.
Oh man, Azendel. Man, I have no idea what Azendel will be doing today. I think I did say last time that she was going to kind of patrol the edge of the camp with detect magic just to see if she could catch whatever bullshit happens next at the pass. But if that doesn't amount to anything after a while, then she'll probably just go and maybe hang out with those other wizards that she knows are here.
Yeah.
You know, kind of
Yeah,
get
you
into their
find-
good graces. They might be willing
You
to.
don't find anything
you know.
here. You do find Gravelier, who's teaching Ugrik how to tattoo. That's the other wizard that you've made contact with.
Yeah.
So, so Gravelier will invite you to talk magic. He'll talk magic to both of you as he's doing these demonstrations with the tattooing and stuff like that. How
Azendel
about
will hang around and.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say Azendel will hang out and discuss magic with Gravelier. It's the closest thing to a pleasant conversation anyone in the party has ever seen Azendel have.
Yeah. And then how about Yomo? What would Yomo like to do on day 16?
If anyone's going out hunting, could Yomo go with them?
Yeah.
Maybe show that they're not entirely just like a little baby Queric ooh woo, you know?
Yeah. There's definitely hunting parties going out, especially more often as more Aurochs are showing up. So you're able to go out and join this hunt. They let you know it could take up to a week to do, so your time could be easily spent with that. I'm gonna fast forward, I think, just a little bit of time as we're going here. I'm just curious if diplomacy-wise, is there any people of concern that you guys are each of you are wanting to spend more time with?
I have lost track of the people very badly.
That's fair.
Same.
I'll say major players right now, I think, would be Grothlin, Higgin, Kestrel, and Davor. And then at some point today, Ardax did want to see you all as well. Or no, that's tomorrow. That Ardax
Day
wants to
17.
see you guys. Yeah, day 17.
Who is Davor again?
Davor was a half-orc from the Pathfinder Society.
I'll talk to him.
He's only spoken to like a few of you at this point.
Oh wait, actually, I don't know.
So I think, let's. So there'll be a hunt. I'll say it's gonna start to the next hunt that's going out. Yomo is gonna be tomorrow afternoon. Is when they're gonna set out.
Sure. Okay. Okay.
You do meet with Hagen, who is thrilled to have more people come see what life is all about on the trails, hunting and stuff like that. Just so you guys can see what it's like for them and like their daily lives.
Yeah, you're almost kind of amazed they didn't think of this earlier after hearing that. I have spent a lot of my life on the road, so it's not unfamiliar to me, but the way that people go on the road is... I can, at the very least, provide some clarity to anyone who is actually hunting. If I end up actually being able to come with you for the entirety of the hunt. I don't quite know what our long-term plans are right now.
Well, we still have about, and this is Hagen talking. Well, we still have about, I guess, another week or two before the flood anyway, so there should be plenty of time if you'd like to join us on another hunt.
Okay. I think I will then.
Yeah. So I think day 16 is fairly uneventful then. There's a lot of merriment, a lot of games, a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, go ahead.
There's something else I want to do. After I finish the letter, I think I'm going to go help that person and just, like, spend some time making them sunlight bombs.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So
Like,
you meet with Kestrel.
They have to provide the materials, but I'll do the work.
Yeah. Kestrel will help with that. They've got plenty of supplies that they can work with and that stuff. Do you want to give me a discovery roll?
Sure. What is that again? That's a perception.
So either
or is it
diplomacy, perception, or religion.
Do perception.
Okay. That
8.
was secret.
Wow. There we go.
8.
8.
Yeah,
don't
you're
know
not
why it was
so
secret.
like if you have a skill you want to use to influence them while you're spending time with them, you can go ahead. But I believe the only information you know about Kestrel is that heraldry lore, that she can be influenced with heraldry, mercantile, and warfare lore. But there's other skills obviously that she could have as well.
Since I'm specifically making her bombs, long-term bombs, I'll just do crafting. They may be completely useless. It may not help at all, but it's the other ones I don't have anyway.
Yeah.
Why are they all going private?
That is a good question.
I think-
22.
Hang on. There's a setting. I think that you have your. You see how there's like 4 icons right above where you type in the like chat?
Oh, yeah, I see it. Fixed.
Yeah, you have yours set to private GM role.
No, I have it set to self-roll.
Oh,
No idea why.
Oh, well, either way, it's.
Yeah, self-roll will be
Yeah.
private.
Yeah. So it was private for me as
fixed it.
well. So. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Cool.
22.
Yeah. The DC to craft them is 16, so if that matters. But yeah, I'll just
Yeah,
spend
I
time.
think.
This would probably be my go-to downtime activity if I'm thinking about it.
Okay, your go-to is
Partying
influencing
or
Kestrel.
making them sunlight bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you know you succeeded, and you gave yourself another
Sweet.
influence point with Kestrel.
Because, yeah, she's against the Zonbafon or whatever, right?
Yeah, Tarbafon, yep.
Tarbafon. Tarbafoon. Is now how well I tried it. I'm going to make a note of that. Kestrel.
Okay, then, other than that, then we'll say day 16 goes by swiftly. with all the training that everyone's doing and all the building and all the prepping, and we can skip to day 17. At some point, again, Ardax would like to meet with you guys in the morning, possibly. He'll eventually have a messenger come and find you all to say hey, I'm available right now if you could come talk. It's actually Thin Arm Greg is the one who comes around and starts collecting all of you guys.
Greggy. We have committed to the time. Let's do it straight over.
Yeah.
You're like Thin Arm Greg. I'm heading over.
So you
come over
arrive
with
at
a
his
massive turkey leg.
Yeah. You guys arrive at his tent. I'm just now realizing I forgot to set a timer. I don't think it's been that bad, but okay. Ardax is in the tent at his table. Then he sees you all enter and he stands up. He's got piles of arrowheads, feathers, and twine, and straight arrow shafts are heaped onto this table. Another orc, one of the guards, drops off a square of wax, nods, and walks away. He smiles grimly and speaks. Oh, thank you for taking your time to come. I hope you don't mind if I do a little work as I talk. Making arrows is second nature to me, and I find it helps me relax.
By all means.
There's no fault in it.
Please.
Not a problem.
All right, thank you. Well, I'm glad you all could show up. I'm done some of my research on all of you in the time that you've been here. You've been making quite amount of waves in camp. I think people are growing fondly of you here.
That's good. I think we've all been stares at Azendel. I think we've all been trying for that in our own ways.
Yes, in your own ways, indeed. You all have very interesting histories. Let's see here. Oh, Conrad. I believe you were in the Greed Wars, and you helped stop a Rune Lord from taking over the land.
Indeed. Killed one myself.
Very nice. I heard about yours was a one-on-one and push forward. Congrats. That's quite the accomplishment.
I'm not quite as strong as I was back then, but yes, that is a feat of mine.
Does Azendel know the name of the Rune Lord that he killed?
I didn't come up with it.
Yeah.
If you want, you could just say, yes, I know who that was, and it was this person.
Yes, Zaravak. His death was quite convenient to my family.
To us as well. Kind of put a stop to all our other plans.
Yeah, speaking of your family, Azendel.
Zenara.
Zenara. Okay, I've copied it down wrong then. Azendel Zenara, I believe you, in the past, have helped protect your family line pretty successfully, taking down some of those from the lingering grudges of the Greed Wars, come to take their revenge and not quite get past you.
Indeed. Some merry band of adventurers looking to avenge some past grievance. I made sure none of them survived.
Very powerful. Ugrik. Duhon.
Yes.
I believe you used to be in the military, and you found yourself not quite climbing ranks. Is that right?
Yeah, I just kind of stagnated there at some point. I am not sure if I should have stayed, but now I'm here as a bodyguard, so...
Well, I think you've been showing yourself to do quite a lot of achievements here, at least, so I think they might have been foolish not to show you a little bit more awarding than what you were at.
I assume that they just prefer to leave the commanding to people that have actually gotten the rank of commander. I was only a captain. I didn't get to, train properly or show anything that I've been doing here.
And then we have Yomo, the Horned Poet. I hear you helped.
What have you heard?
I believe I heard you had helped deliver aid during one of the plagues sent by Urgathoa.
Oh goodness! Oh my God! Yes, those months were such a blur. It's hard for me to even remember them. I had never been. I had never been to that wood before then. I haven't been since. I don't wish to go back.
I believe you have quite the relevant experience to be here, I think. War can be kind of a blur, but it's finding those who are willing to help in times of trouble, I find, are the ones you want on your side.
That's what I've spent my whole life doing. I don't really care so much for statehood, although I am representing my own state, Andoran. It's about people.
Professor Kazrick Fitz. How's your research going?
Yes.
I hear you
my
did
research.
quite an achievement.
I've done many things. You might be able to be more. I forget some of the things I've accomplished. What are you referring to?
I believe I'm referring to. I've heard that you were able to find a cure to replace your decaying internals.
Oh yes. That. People read that paper?
I have. And he pulls out a copy of it, right? Like
He just carries it around with it. And
What's
his favorite piece of literature?
Clearly, you left an impression.
Hang on, what's that book
Great.
called?
What book?
The book that Fitz wrote. What's it called?
Oh, I didn't write a book. It was just a paper.
What was the paper called? I didn't catch the name. Sorry.
What was it given? It was just an alchemical medical experiment. It's tough to recreate, but it's kept me alive, so I called it a success.
I'd for sure say it's a success. In fact, it's one of those things that could help, many people down the line, especially if we're dealing with certain problems of death and decay. I think it would be great to have someone like you to be working on our side, at least.
That's why I'm here. Hopefully that's why I'm here. Probably that's why I'm here. Why am I here?
Well, as important as all these accomplishments are, those aren't the only reasons you're here. You see, there are plenty out there, it's generally to the outside world, who will never see Belkzen as more than a dangerous land full of cruel orcs. Even if they have a point sometimes.
I will say that amongst my people, such a...
Yes. Well...
I will say that amongst my people, such a claim is a compliment. Azendel was just going to chime in. I will say that amongst my people, such a claim is a compliment.
Yes, I'm sure it is.
I know it is less so in less civilized lands.
Yeah, unfortunately, most people would see us and not quite have that same respect for the tough ways we've had to live. But see, you're here because you see there's more than that. Maybe you think we'll be a good buffer to the Whispering Tyrant, that we just have a bad reputation, or that we're potential allies. Whatever the case, you have the right mindset for building a relationship with us, or at least that's my hope. Whatever my personal hopes to shape Belkzen are, it's always going to be a place where strength and might are needed to survive. But I don't want it ever again become a pawn like it was for Tarbafon. He starts to gain like a edge of fervor but he like visibly calms himself and starts to like work on his arrows more to like cool down. As much as it may make the hold leader shout, this isn't the task we can hope to do while turning away the outside world. So tell me, what's your advice for building relationships between the hold of Belkson and our neighbors?
Prioritize the strong. Orcs have a reputation. Yes, the people of Belkson have a reputation the continent over as being a brutal and as being a harsh and brutal people. You are not alone in possessing that reputation. My own people, the Thessalonians, have bared that reputation since our rise and our return. As well as the orcs, or as well as the hobgoblins of Oprak, also bear that reputation. Ultimately, what you need is strength, not sentimentality. So, if you end up doing things that scare away softer peoples, like I was about to say the Andorans, but then remembers there's one in the group with us, the Taldanes, then so be it. Prioritize those who will be of use to you, not those who will be good to have as an ally.
As for me,
gift giving quite helpful.
On the contrary to Azendel, I think appearances do matter in who you ally with, and making allies with some of the trade-oriented nations. And again, I don't even necessarily mean Andoran. I don't think we're especially strong economically. I think that does matter because it shows a willingness to participate in the international order, as little of that as we have on this continent.
I second Yomo's sentiment. It's good to show the other nations of the world, especially if you're looking to make good allies out there, that there's more to give from your people than just potentially the fear that they already have of you. If you could show them that maybe you can be a trustworthy ally either in military conflicts, if you can show yourself to be able to be a good and worthy trade partner, some good cultural exchange type things. These things I think would also go a long way. And is it possible I could try to improve his opinion diplo-wise with that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
While you're rolling, Yomo's just looking around this group like, oh my god, are me and Ugrik the only people without ulterior motives here? Oh god.
I definitely have ulterior motives. 26.
I have ulterior motives?
Given that I did give a speech rooted in sort of Azendel's actual political philosophy, could I try to roll with society to influence?
Go for it, yeah.
That's an 11. I think that probably doesn't resonate with him on account of it sounding a lot like what he's trying to move Orc society away from.
Yeah. And how about you, Ugrik? Do you have any helpful advice for building relationships between the holds of Belkson and our neighbors?
Honestly, I am not terribly sure. I am not the diplomatic kind, but, I guess I can speak for every dwarf, but most dwarves are still feeling the situations after the war for the sky, which is bad for both parties here, so maybe use that. I don't know. As a pain point for both.
No, it's good to hear all these perspectives. Don't count yourself short on your ideas. Well,
Did I successfully improve my influence with him, by the way, with that? Or not so much?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
I'm guessing I didn't with an 11.
Correct. Well, I'm glad to hear that you all have your advice here for me. If there's any questions or if you have any concerns or anything like that, I'd also love to hear them.
Yes, I suppose I should. Yes, I suppose I should ask. What are the terms of these alliances that you're searching for beyond? Yeah, beyond the mere bond. Yeah, beyond the mere bonding festivities. Is this? I assume that this is to be a military alliance, given the presence of a mutual enemy and that bastard Tarbafon.
While I believe there is need for a military alliance, I would like to see it grow to be more than just that. I think that there is plenty that can be gained by showing appreciation for each other and working together within a society that, can bring all of us together to hopefully at some point down the line not necessarily need to battle it out constantly for resources or for another battle for the sky or anything like that. I think the military aspect of it is quite crucial at this moment. Having strong allies is very important, but I think again, this is a threat that doesn't just find itself on my doorstep. It's a threat that would find itself on everyone's if we let it spread. And I think we can find through perhaps these festivities or through this war commonalities that help us stay strong as people and help uplift each other when we're weak.
You're going to have a lot of trouble with old enemies and old wounds going down this route, I'm afraid. Yes. I've already seen it. Conrad and I saw it personally. Be prepared to confront some of the more ugly truths about the history of the region, because you're going to have to. Everybody remembers.
Yes, that's partially why I wanted everyone
Yomo.
It's partially why I wanted to bring such a festivity, so everyone can come together for a more peaceful and delightful time, and hopefully, settle things with words rather than fight. At least give them the opportunities to see each other for what, just as I would like everyone else to see us in a new light and see the beauty that we have here in the lands of in the Holds of Belkzen. I'd like to give everyone just that space to grow, I guess. But I am very aware of the troubling past that we've had with everyone. I would hope that my actions against Tarbafon would be a good signal, at least, that we are trying to move things away.
Yes.
It is certainly a good start. That's one of the reasons why they've sent me here as well, is to determine the over and out. We didn't quite get a good idea of what we are going to be fighting against, only that it was an existential threat of some kind. And I'm sort of here to assess how the danger level of the threat and send back for more troops if need be. So could you tell me a bit more of what we're here against?
Tarbafon, the Whispering Tyrant. This is not the right page for it.
It's on page 32 of my paper.
Your paper includes a section on your paper includes a section on the Whispering Tyrant.
Of course. Where do you think the disease came from?
Fair enough, I suppose.
Yes. At one
Plus,
point,
from Ustalov, we always have to include a mention of him or we get to
yes.
less likely to pass.
At some point, Tarbathon was a powerful lich who ruled over Ustalov, the area of Ustalov, and used the orcs of Belkzen as his pawns to help spread his influence. Again, those are not good times for us. It was a brutal campaign to end the fight against him, when eventually he was taken down by oh my gosh, I can't think of her name. Oh my gosh, not Saren Ray.
Razni.
Arazni?
What?
Razni.
Ayamade. I believe he was taken down by Ayamade.
Oh, right, no, he killed Arazni.
Yeah. Until then. But lately his threat has been increasing, and it seems as though he's back. He's already he's already tried to enlist the orcs again, but I put a very clear end to that. And sent a very strong message saying we will not be his pawns any longer. But as a most vile and powerful lich, I believe it's going to take quite a lot to take him down. I don't want to promise anything right yet of between our alliances or hash out terms just yet. I'm hoping to deal with that after we have dealt with the torrent, to at least showcase what Belkzen can hold, and then get to it from there. And of course, there's also many others here, not just to become allies with Belkzen. That would be wonderful if we could get many people to be on our side in this fight, but there's plenty out there for you to know and align yourself with out in the torrent as well. So I guess if you're also looking for a more selfish desire here, you can always find yourself allyship with many of the people here. We have representatives of Nightwall, of Lastwall. We have representative of Oprak. The many holds are here. The Golden Wheel Trading Company. We have an assortment of people from all over, as you yourselves know, being quite the assortment yourselves. But yes, so I guess to make a long statement short, we're holding out against a powerful lich.
It's that active. This is that imminent of a threat.
Yes,
I'm sure that the survivors of
Very
Last
much.
Wall think so.
That
Yes, in fact,
explains.
the survivors of Last Wall, they took out the Knights of Last Wall in their hold. Those that are here are just remnants of what is left of the Knights of Last Wall.
What's left of them? Oh God.
Not many.
Last wall. Quite serious indeed, then. Shall definitely send word back to Attica about this.
Whatever my personal predilections, I'm prepared to oppose that kind of force with whatever I can muster. But that's neither here nor there as far as diplomacy goes.
Yes, we've already, as the holds of Belkzen, we've already dealt with a horde of their army of undeads coming to try and seize control of us to say no towards his desire to control us again. So it's only time before, first maybe Belkzen, but after that it could be any of you. So I am glad to hear that you are willing to meet me on this level of direness.
It is a mutual threat, thus it must be destroyed.
I mean, I have no authority to say anybody but myself will help, but I'll help. And recommend
Well, like
to the
I
people
said.
I work for.
Yes, like I said, we don't need to worry about terms or conditions or of our allyship just yet. Right now is a time to be merry, get to know each other, and enjoy one another's company. I believe we have yet possibly a week or two before the flood happens, so go forth and enjoy yourselves. You've earned it. You've done quite a lot for this camp so far. Take some time off and do the activities you feel you must.
And that's what I've been doing already.
All right.
But wait, if I take time off, does that mean I have to go back to work?
On that note, I will take my leave then, I suppose, if the conversation is over.
Yeah. I do have other meetings to attend to as well, so thank you for taking time out of your day to come and visit.
Of course.
Well, of course.
Certainly. And then Azendel will excuse herself. You know, it's out of character. It's probably for the best that they didn't send those other guys got held up in Varizia, because if they were willing to burn down a tavern over some bad food,
Yeah.
I imagine they would have botched this way harder than Azendel will, probably inevitably.
Yeah.
Yeah, if one of them ended up being named Tiny Arm Greg or whatever, it would be over for us.
People would die.
It would be open warfare.
I take the professor takes the bone from the turkey leg he was eating and he breaks it up and like grinds it into like vials for later.
Nice.
Recycling everything. Plus bone dust is an ingredient.
Yeah. Get that marrow. So you guys, you're kind of free to do whatever again. I believe Yomo was going to go on a hunt. I
Yes.
believe Conrad and Ugrik are training.
Yeah, and I'd like to try and improve my opinion with Oprak and Ardax during this time. That's pretty much just what I'm going to be doing as consistently as that.
And then, how about Azendel? What would Azendel like to do? I kind of want to do a little bit of, unless you guys have specific scenes you want to do, I kind of want to skip ahead just a little bit in the time. So that's why, unless you have specific scenes that you want to do, and then we'll do that. But so I'm just curious, like, what you want to spend your time doing, both for the professor and for Azendel.
Honestly, I think just based on like... Yeah, I think it's just based on like there not really being much to engage her brain with. I think Azendel's probably just gonna train today. Like, find somewhere to work out. Because she got in her morning training, but, you know, wouldn't hurt to continue to work out. Not like she's doing anything else. And I have to justify how she's going to end up with a +4 by the end of this campaign somehow. Or with a +4 in strength by the end of this campaign somehow.
I'm going to go and just keep making bottled sunlight for Kestrel.
Okay.
Them. And bottled sunlight and elixirs of life. Both are helpful for them.
Okay. Could I get... Let's do this then. Can I get diplomacy checks from everyone but Azendel?
Coming right up.
Did everyone but
22.
Azendel?
Everyone but Azendel. Because Azendel's not really spending time with other people. She's mostly getting workouts in and stuff like that.
Rock
I
on.
guess. Is it against an orc that I'm doing this?
Yes. This is
yeah.
Gravelier, the Orc Wizard.
Aurochs headed finally makes a debut.
Whippy.
Let's
Strong
fucking
22.
go!
Damn, nice one.
15 from
You tied
Yomo.
me.
So- somehow racism helps you do better engaging with this orc.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk it?
So I'm trying to see. Let's see here. I'm looking through your who's got what. So Conrad got a 22.
Mhm.
Professor got 13. Yomo got a 15, and
Not
Ugrik
critical.
got a
Just
22.
wanted to say.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I said diplomacy. I'm gonna retcon that for the professor. Professor, you can give me a crafting check. That's fine. Okay. Well.
I'm hero pointing that.
Okay.
28.
Okay, that's better. Getting
I'm
one
not
worse
taking
was embarrassing.
I'm not taking a 12 on a crafting check.
Yeah. Okay.
The professor has standards.
Yeah. We'll say Conrad, you're making way with Lieutenant Nar and Sub-Captain Nix. Eventually, takes over and starts spawning. You find that Sub-Captain Nix is actually Lieutenant Nar's like head, like Nar's boss. So you start to spend time with Sub-Captain Nix, who's probably a little bit more in charge of this segment that's representing Okrak. And things go well with you. They appreciate your time there, and they get closer to you. Ugrik, you find that this tattooing actually, like I said, Gravelier is like very interested in magical tattooing. So like this time that you spend there, you absolutely start like you start showcasing. You know, he's very like interested in this work, and he's glad to have someone who like shows the same interest in what he's doing, the same thing that he's doing. So that shared interest, like he's definitely improved your lot with Gravelier, who Gravelier has checked some of the runes that he has, and he's got quite a bit of. He's got some variety of runes. So you guys should be able. I'll give you access to runes of your level or less right now, if you want to buy or purchase with him, or purchase anything from him like that. He's willing to trade and sell things that he's not using. And for Kestrel, actually, very specifically, if I could just open up something real quick. As the professor is spending time with Kestrel, she eventually, like, you're like sitting there building your bombs, you're like bottling that sunlight. Eventually Kestrel goes over to a piece of like fancy cloth that is like tied up, and she like unravels it and presents you with a low-grade silver scimitar.
Nice.
This once belonged to a student of mine. Unfortunately, he perished and was reanimated during the undead invasion several years ago. I tracked him down and put him to rest, but I recovered his weapon. I think it would be better honored in a warrior's hand than among my luggage. So I think you and your group might find some better use for it than I will. Preferably, yeah, someone who has a better fighting style with it. But yeah, this is a gift to you.
He takes it, and he wraps it, and puts it. As I check something, I just puts it in a pack. I will find a beneficial use for this. Thank you. I am happy I can help, and I am happy I can make use of this. I would also like to note, for life elixirs and life shots and bottled sunlight, each of them has a tiny drop of his blood.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, as a material component. And the party hasn't seen him bleed yet, but his blood is almost sap-like.
I think Kestrel would have noticed this at some point, and would have commented on it. And she's willing to help, like, if you need any help with like recovery or like healing and stuff like that. She's like,
yeah,
I'm willing to help.
I appreciate it's My blood has restorative properties. It helps. It saves a little bit of the cost. But I am happy to help. As I double check if I can use a scimitar. I don't think I can. But no, I can't. But I'm sure somebody else can.
Someone
Yomo,
Conrad shaped.
You go on a hunt with Higgin, Janeth, and Rask. You go out for like the week of just tracking down. It's like very hot and brutal out. You go on this week-long hunt, tracking down Aurochs. Eventually, you get to a herd of them, and then they offer to let you. I guess they have a question of: would you rather? Would you want to participate in hunting it at all, like killing it, or would you rather refrain from that?
Yomo has no particular compunctions actually about game hunting. It's a form of sustenance. Yes, Yomo would participate actively in the hunt.
Okay, all right. They you guys get it there. They only needed one Auroch. It's gonna be hard to transfer back. But you guys go through and you fight these Aurochs, take one down. And Jeanette gets hurt during it pretty badly.
Yomo's always got the 4 heals in the bag.
Yeah. But they appreciate your assistance in this. And the hunt goes well, and you get back to after a week of this stuff. Anyone who was retraining has now retrained. It's been a full week. And let's see here. Let me count what day it is. I lost track real quick.
Oh, and you said that the shop was open to pick up magic runes of our level or lower, you said?
Yes. Gravelier is willing to do trading for that stuff.
So I come up 2 gold short of a returning rune if I sell my Everlight Crystal. Could I make up part of the payment by letting him, copy a spell from my spell book? Because we're both wizards.
Give me a diplomacy check.
That's fun.
Oh boy, my diplomacy. Oh man, that sure is a 4 with my +0. Welcome back to Azendel.
I think right now he's not as interested just because his mind is so focused on his studies of tattooing.
That's fair.
But
I'll
come up with it. I was just gonna say if you come up with that extra stuff, he's still willing to do the trades and stuff like that. He's not put off of it or anything like that.
Oh, in that case, I'll also just trade him a healing potion because that'll take me over the 55.
Okay, yeah, that he'll take. Yeah, cool. So you do your trades, you get your stuff. Ardax at some point, to show his appreciation to you guys, gives you a gift. He says you guys can have it. Depends. Whoever wants to use it can use it. But it's more of a sign of appreciation for you guys being here. And he hands you a +1 striking warhammer.
Striking.
Ooh.
Wait a minute, striking? That's better than my warhammer.
My goodness.
Bruh. Nice, I'll take it, please. I can give you mine if you want. I'm sorry if you wanted it. I guess you can have it. I'm not dealing too much damage.
No. I don't want the warhammer. It's just the runes that I want. But please take it. I can buy it. I can buy striking runes.
Okay. I'm sorry then.
Anyway, I technically can't right now because we're level 4. Otherwise, I would do it right now.
You'll definitely find a bunch of striking runes as time goes on.
For sure, yeah.
Actually, you are allowed to buy stuff as long as it's up to the settlement level. Applying then also requires applying then requires the level, but if you can find someone that will also apply it, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but right now we can only find 3rd level items.
Yeah, just because the settlement is yeah.
That's no worries. Take it.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I'll cherish it.
Thanks.
You guys find that it seems as though things are like kind of quiet today. Like it seems like the weather's not that great. It's a little chillier. People are kind of like, to some degree, it's been like there's been a lot of revelry and party, but like it's been a few weeks in. Like it's been like 3 weeks of this, and so people are more like a little partied out, more interested in doing like the getting down to business and like meeting with each other and diplomatizing and stuff like that. So like there's a little less revelry as is going on. Let's see. And then let's see here. It gets to be late at night at this point. It's the night's chilly and a brisk wind blows through the camp. This is like late at night, so it's like those who are still awake sit on the hewn log benches that surround the central campfire pit and talk quietly. Embers from the pit still radiate a great deal of heat, but their deep red coals glowing in time with the wind. The soft sounds of conversation are suddenly interrupted by screams. A tall shadow from the edge of the clearing resolves into the shape of a lumbering bear. Huge clumps of hair are missing from the beast, and much of its flesh has been torn away. Glowing green eyes regard the camp as it moves to attack.
Finally, something to kill.
What are each of you guys doing at this moment? I'll let you set up on the map once I activate it.
Okay.
Is it just the bear, or is there like other stuff too?
You just see the bears. Like, the bears are attacking.
Multiple bears.
Yes.
Shit, I just got my shiny new Warhammer. I'm gonna go fuck these bears up. Sorry,
I now have a returning trident. I have more tools at my disposal.
I'm most certainly drawing my weapons.
Yomo is most effective in the middle of everybody, so Yomo's just going to group up with the gang.
Just my sword.
Yeah, I think Azendel carries her trident and shield with her everywhere, so I think it's safe to say she'd probably have them equipped.
Where do we see this bear?
Hold on one second.
I don't carry a weapon other than the invisible pistol in my jacket, so...
You know, I caught you correcting yourself.
By
That
the
was
way,
a good correction.
can we say that in this whole time I got this 3 health point boost from 31 to 34? Like, throughout the day, I just kind of got 3 HP. Yes.
Oh, you mean like healing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's been like a week. You would have. I think you would have healed up that by now. Yeah.
Oh, so I also have tattoo artists.
Yes. Like I said, you already said you guys have.
I kind of missed that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. It's coming from the west. Is where you see these bears come from.
Bears, more than one.
I'm not gonna retroactively tattoo somebody, but I would say.
I will be in front of the rest of the party. I will
I'm just
instinctively.
fire.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, honest. Yeah, same.
Oh, so do we not know that the bad guys are here?
They're basically surprising you at this point. So I'm wondering. I want you guys to set up like where what you would have been doing.
I'd have been like right
when
here.
When they appeared. Like we didn't get up. Bears are coming. Where the bears are here. What are we already doing? If it's getting cold, I'm by the fire.
Okay, so I am not sure if I'm not gonna retroactively tattoo anybody because that would just be abusing too much.
You would have like just gotten this feat, so it's.
Yeah. Can I say though that like during my training of this, I got triangular teeth tattooed on myself? Is that like reasonable?
I mean, testing it on yourself sounds right. Sounds fine. Just make sure the tattoos work.
Yeah, I think.
I guess I'm gonna do. Wait, why did I? Oh, I did a crafting check. Oh, that's weird. Anyway, I think that works.
You do if you're gonna put a tattoo on yourself, you would need to do a crafting check, and then that determines how long
Yes.
it'll take to get the minimum cost, basically.
Okay.
So 25. I don't know. The DC 16. I almost got a crit, actually. That was success. Your attempt to successful. Each additional day spent crafting reduces the materials needed to complete the item. I don't care. I'm just gonna. Can we just say that like I did this on the last day?
No, that's
So it's
fine
like-
that you would, yeah. Yeah.
So I just pay the full cost, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I obtained this. Invested. Yeah, continue.
It's at 16 if you don't pay an additional cost. Because you paid 33.
That's the full cost. Yeah.
Wait, should I then get the
Let me explain.
materials?
Let me explain. Right. So, if you want to just make your roll, then you'll successfully be able to craft it. Right. And additional days on top of the roll after time to set up, then each of those days reduces the total cost of the thing you're crafting in materials. According to how this compares to the earned income table, basically. And you can get it down to half price this way by just spending time on it, but never below half price.
I see.
But you
So-
didn't really spend a whole lot of time doing it. I think if giving you to this as part of your retraining, I think the full cost is
Yes.
probably
Okay.
so-
Thank you.
So in short, it says 5 silver, 16 gold, because that's the minimum cost you could get it at if you spent a lot of time on it.
Yes. Very nice.
Okay. So you guys are at the fire. You're enjoying yourself when this happens. The bear's
Checking out his new ink.
growling, this unearthly growl approach, and I think I would like initiatives from everyone.
All right. Do I see them? I mean,
Perception
not
is
really see.
initiative?
I think
Yeah, you
like,
see them because of the glowing eyes. Like I've already announced that they're coming. I think you guys noticed that they're here.
I think I'm
It's like
observing
eyes-
then, right? So I can do warfare as initiative, I guess. Okay.
20 for mine.
17.
Since I spent most of the day training, could I use athletics for initiative?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Alright, and for some reason it's not letting me roll initiative. Why?
It's
I don't
because
think
it's
you rolled
not.
your initiative.
It's because I'm not running an encounter. You have to roll it as just the skill.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Because I was like, oh, I didn't roll yet, so why is it a 14? It's a 10, you know, homegirl's kind of tired.
Yeah.
And I can't edit that, but it's supposed to be a 10 and not a 14.
Oh, it shows as a 10 for me.
Yeah, shows us a 10.
Shows it as a 10 for me too.
No, I mean on the combat tab, on the encounters tab.
Mine didn't change either.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and the
yeah,
initiative
so that's
button
the
was
old
grayed
ver-
out,
the
so I
old
just rolled the
initiatives.
skill.
Don't worry.
Yeah, it's from the last combat. The initiative wasn't reset basically, so that's why it isn't there.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's still a dead Periton. I'm excited to fight these evil bears.
We don't know they're evil yet, and we don't fight things just because they're evil. Or we'd have fought you by
Yeah,
now.
else they'd be fighting as
Yeah, sometimes
True.
we fight things that are not evil.
We're fighting these morally ambiguous but ultimately antagonistic and violent bears.
So
Exactly.
as I rolled initiative, I would like to do adaptive stratagem as a free action, and then instead of defensive retreat, I'm just going to get get her to me instead. So, yeah.
Okay. Cool. As air erupts towards the camp, other bears that are coming from... There's like other bears that are coming from the other side of the camp as well. And you see other people are like rushing to go deal with the eastern front, leaving the western front basically to you guys. As this first bear starts lumbering forward. Yeah, so this first bear starts barreling towards you guys from the east. It is now Conrad's turn.
Had a feeling. Okay.
What does
So-
Yomo stand for this episode, by the way?
First things first.
You
I'm
know,
gonna
the
draw my
worst part is
rope
I
sword.
had one and I forgot it, so give me a sec. I'll get back to you with that.
Action 1, draw Roka sword. Action 2, shit, how far away is this thing? Pretty far. I cannot make it there
70
with my
feet.
remaining actions. So I will get a little bit closer then. It's not letting me move for some reason. Oh, it's because I
Not
don't
you
have the
guys move
selected
either?
thing.
You can
Nah,
move
I
like
just didn't have the
half
selected
of the
thing
way.
selected.
Okay.
I'm gonna go there
I am-
and then I will dueling parry.
Time to do.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Yomo this episode stands for young, old, maybe old.
Oh no, I
Definitely
found
old.
it. It was Yomo this episode stands for Yomo observes meat, obtains.
Obtains.
Yeah, these
Obtains
bears are
hell.
looking pretty meaty and hideous. I'm gonna keep it real.
No,
Try.
it's because you were hunting earlier.
Yes.
I
Try
couldn't find
to
the time
back
to slip
up.
that in then.
Wait, it's the professor's turn.
Oh,
Professor's
okay.
at 21 or 21, I think. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I will move up a bit.
By the way, I plan to use Gather to me, so like I'm gonna move 2 actions, which is like... Actually, it's just here, never mind. So like, if you guys want to just do some preparing before that, you get to move as a reaction. Or like,
Gladly.
yeah,
Ah,
up to
I
like
appreciate that, but I'm good.
here.
Actually, I'm going to do a recall knowledge on that bear.
Right.
Arcana, occultism, nature, society, or crafting, or religion. Actually, yeah, I can do religion
Give me religion.
or orc. Okay, my religion is the worst of all of those because I'm not trained in it. 15.
Yeah, you're not aware of anything.
Cool.
As far as you know, it's a bear and it's looking hideous.
Cool. Well, I am going to draw and toss a blight bomb as my third action. 19. Range penalty is already included.
Okay, 19 hits.
Cool. 4 poison damage and 2d4 persistent poison.
Now I have a question for you guys, and this might
Yeah.
bring up something. This might be giving away the game here. If something says immunity is poison, does that mean poison
It takes no
damage, or
damage.
just being poisoned? Takes no damage.
Both.
Okay.
And poison
Both.
damage. Yeah. My bomb
If you
does
The
wanna-
undead baby.
If you
Yeah,
want
so
to
you-
test, you can actually select the token and click take damage just to see what Foundry resolves.
But yeah, if it's immune to poison,
Takes
I
no
can't.
damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yep. You
but-
you splash this thing with a blight bomb, and it just starts. It just washes off of it like wet off a
Yep.
feather's back.
Cool. That is 3 actions. Yep.
All right, Yomo. Now it's you.
Whoops. Okay, I think the thing to do first would be to also try for recall knowledge, since the professor didn't come up with anything. Religion, okay?
Yeah,
Oh,
religion's good.
yeah.
All right, let's roll knowledge on the creatures for a 21.
20.
I think with the roaring, you could say that I started defending then, right? So I could have started raising a shoot. That proper?
If that takes an action, then it would have to go on your turn, I think.
No,
I don't
like
think-
defending the exploration action.
Oh, I wouldn't say that you were defending as an exploration. You guys were like enjoying yourselves. And stuff.
Chilling. Yeah.
So yeah, religion. You succeed. What would you like to know about this zombie brown bear?
Well, if
You
I've
just gave
identified
away
it as if I've identified it as a zombie, that tells us a lot. Yomo's just gonna yell, "Undead! Undead in the camp!"
Oh hell yeah!
Oh,
You're
you
just
know
gonna
what?
blow
Hold
this
on.
guy up.
Actually,
Worst
that'll
save.
be fine. No, I'll stay. I got that
Let's
he
go
was
with
slowed
worst
one,
save.
so he shouldn't have moved up as far as he was. But I don't think that hurts you guys to have him up that far, so I'll just let him stay there. Sorry, what did you want to know? I just realized my mistake.
Well, if he's only got the 2 actions, then that's he shouldn't be able to just like get an extra free action to move. It gives
Sorry,
us time
I guess
to
what I meant was like I didn't want to like penalize the professor trying to attack it. And stuff
I mean,
like that was all,
the
so
attack was pointless anyway, so
Yeah. Okay.
it's fine. I would have done the same thing. I would have done the same thing if it was to the 145 foot away bear. So we're good.
Okay.
He's further back. That's fine.
Okay. Cool. Then he's moved back.
Oh god.
Okay, can I peep their weakest save?
Weakest save is
Probably
will.
reflex. It's will. Okay. Yeah, but then there's the question of whether the zombie has a mind at all. We'll go bless up with my other 2, and that's my turn.
So. Okay. Cool. Ugrik.
Alright, I'm gonna do a combo of moving with 2 actions and then gather to me with a third. Gather to me is specific that it allows me to move as well, along with anyone else, right? So basically you get to stride once, up to as close as you can get to my banner if you want to do this as a reaction. So I'm gonna basically stride free action, basically. And anyone really, all squad mates get to stride once towards me as a reaction. They really want. Or
Yeah, I'll use my reaction for that.
Ideally end at the banner, but in the banner, but if you can't, just as close as you can get. Okay, that is everything, I guess. I'm
If
not
I
raising
may?
a shield.
If I may,
Yes.
if you end in the bless aura, you guys will have the bless.
No,
That's fine.
good point, I guess.
I'm not moving. And Bird's
I'm
too
not
far.
moving either.
Bird's
I'm fine.
I went as far as I can move.
I'll go just to there then.
Alright, so
Or
Ugrik
does
goes
it climb
ahead,
that far ahead?
charges forward, saying, "Gather to me, fucking everyone. We need to kill these guys."
Okay.
Anyway, that's my turn.
Alright. This bear charges forward. Okay. Yep. So this other bear starts charging forward, and now it's Azendel.
Azendel sees these 2 bears right next to each other, just goes, disgusting interlopers, burn. And then I'm going to cast Blazing Bolt on both of them. I'm going to very
Yay.
quickly target the both of them. And I'm going to cast
should
this bad
factor
boy
on.
twice. This is on the top bear. That's a 20.
I do have a question about the range.
120. Oh, wait, no, it's 60. I'm so
Oh.
fucking stupid.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
why,
never
yeah,
mind.
That's what I was wondering. About the 60.
Okay, in that case...
Probably move up to it then.
Let's see, because if I move here, then only this one would be in range, unless... Yeah, I can't find a way to get both of them in range, so I'm going to rescind that casting. You know what? Let me check some. Oh, never mind. Your range is so goddamn short. Yeah, I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll
So,
move up until I'm like right
technically-
here.
Technically, I could have get Artumi twice, so and given you an extra reaction, so
It's
you can
fine.
technically be here
It's fine.
by.
I'm adapting.
No, it's we've already passed that point.
Yeah, I'm not
Let's
a
not
retconning
do
is
too
what
much
I was
about
going to say. I wouldn't, at least.
Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to here, and then I am going to cast Frostbite on the top bear because it's within range.
Okay. That's a.
So it's going to make a DC 19 Fortitude save against 9 damage.
Okay, that is a 25. So that's just a regular.
That
success.
passes, so it's 4 cold damage.
Okay.
So a little bit of frost
Last
forms on like shoulder. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
And as these bears start looming forward, barreling through each of the things that you're trying to blast them with, I think that's where we can end this episode. So, everybody, if you'd like to talk to me about how long a week takes, you can always hit us up at the IDL at IDL-RPGS on Blue Sky, or you can discuss time with everyone else on the Discord. If you join the Discord, there's a link in the description for it. If you would like to, you could always like, subscribe, or comment or review. What you should do for sure is tell your friends about the show. Tell every single friend you have, every Facebook friend you have about it, actually, very specifically. So if you're not on Facebook, you get a free pass this time, but if you're on Facebook, all 272 of them are all going to hear about this show. That's your homework. All right. Goodbye.
Including
Bye.
the bots.